Hello, you guys. Sorry about that. Gosh, start the live and then blow your eardrums out. Hey, I'm gonna work on this Billy tonight. I'm trying to get everything resituated. It's been a while. I'm a little out of practice where everything goes and what shows the best view, and then my phone that I usually use to look at the patterns was not working. So I have to use my other phone and this, that, and the other. But I'm here now. If you guys were on the sub live, I apologize. It took me so long to get on here. Austin and I ended up talking and finalizing some plans. If you guys were not on the sub live, then you didn't get to hear the good news. My son is coming to visit in a couple weeks, and I'm so excited. So there you go. That's happening. But yeah, he was on the sub live with us, saying hello to everyone and just chit-chatting. And then I meant to get on here right away, and we ended up working out some last minute details for his trip. So I think we're all set now. Good to go. My back, Linda, thank you for asking, is better. That's why I'm here. If you didn't know, I wasn't able to go live doing ZenZone the last couple of weeks because my back has been so bad. I haven't been able to sit here at my desk. So it is much better than it was. I'm feeling better. I'm hoping that whatever it is worked its way out and healed up enough that it won't get easily aggravated again. And yeah, no, I think I'm good to go. So I've been doing a lot of these since, oh, you know what? Can I show them? I'm sorry, I had you take that back, and I'd like to show them. I've been doing a lot of whoobles since I've been away. So I feel like I'm at a point with them where it'll be much easier for me to chit chat with you guys while I'm doing this. I don't need to watch the videos anymore. I can just read the patterns and do it. So I finished the head and body of this one. This is the one that I'm going to finish up tonight because this has been sitting here waiting to be finished for so long now. It really needs to be done. So I'm going to work on him and get him done. So what I have to do tonight is I have to do the horn and the arms and the mane and the bangs and the ears. Oh, and the blush. Okay, so there's quite a bit. But if I don't finish it during the live, I'm going to go ahead and probably finish it after live because I want to get it done. I want to move on. I just got some new kits, and I would like to move on to working on the strawberry, which I think would be actually pretty quick and easy to do. Let me show you what I've been working on. Tammy, I've missed you guys too. I really have. I've really missed doing the ZenZone lives. I just haven't been able to pull it off. So this all started with Aaron's tiger that I made for his birthday, and it's kind of created a little bit of a monster. But these are the ones that I have worked on in the last couple of months. I did this big bunny. I embellished his tail. The tail that they told me to do wasn't this big. It was like half this size, but I said, no, I want my bunny to have a huge tail. So I made the bunny with a huge tail, but I overstuffed him a little bit. He doesn't want to stand. There we go. And then I made the baby bunny that matches the little itty bitty baby bunny. There's hairs, dog hairs, and people hairs, and stuff everywhere. And then I also made a rainbow bunny. No, more hair. Little mini rainbow bunny. See, they have little bitty tails on them. They're so cute. And then I did a Chicky Poo for the Easter. This was all kind of Easter themed stuff. And then I had some rainbow yarn left over. So I did a rainbow chick. Now they did have a separate rainbow chick set, but I had enough rainbow yarn left over to just use this chick pattern to create my own rainbow chick. I didn't even have to buy the set. So I was pretty proud of myself for that. I've been getting more and more clever over time and figuring out. I have a lot of, they give you a lot of leftover yarn with these kits typically. And so I've been able to utilize the leftover yarn for different things. I also used some leftover rainbow yarn to make a rainbow birthday cake. I had the birthday cake pattern from when I made the cake for Erin's birthday. And so I just did on my own a rainbow cake. And then also for the Easter set, I think I showed you guys this already, but it was the little basket, little Easter basket, and the little carrot. So we have that. Okay, there are way too many hairs in this bucket that these things are residing in. It's driving me nuts. And I made a carrot hat that goes on any of the characters. Baby, would you be so kind as to put his hat on so I can show them? Also made a sleep mask. So they have all these little accessories that you can make for them, which makes it really fun. You want to put the sleep mask? Okay, Erin's going to put the carrot hat and the sleep mask on. And while he's doing that, let's see. Well, let's do that first, then, because the other. So this is like all of the Easter stuff that I did over. Thanks, Chris. You're becoming a pro at making them. I'm really enjoying it a lot. And I do have some extra sets, and we're gonna do some gifts at some point. Not tonight, but at some point we're gonna do some gifties. So here's my bunny with the sleep mask and the carrot hat on. Okay, so there's all of those Easter kind of themed things. And then I made this guy, which I nicknamed Little Turd. He's just a little turd, but he's a little dino. He's a mini dino, and he's super cute. And I have another one of these, but he goes with this guy. This is the big dino. I think his name's Fred. And so I made Fred to go with the little dino, but then Fred needed a hat, but I made him a little ball cap, little baseball cap, so he can look cool with his little backwards baseball cap. And then I said, no, you know what he needs? He needs a top hat. And so I made a little top hat, which I love. But you could use this on any of them. You can put the top hat on Little Turd. And then he also got a football, a little mini football to play with. And he decided he wanted to go to the beach. So he got a pail and a shovel for the beach, and a beach ball, and a flotation device to float on. Now he can go to the beach, play with the ball, play in the sand. And I also made a crown. I embellished this one too, because it didn't actually call for the yellow dots at the top of the peaks, but I added those myself because it was fun. And then last but not least, last night this one is not even a kit. This was just part of the Woobles book. There's a book with different patterns in it that they don't sell in the kits. And so I made this one following the pattern. This is the astronaut. Fun, huh? This is actually part of a child's mobile that hangs over the crib. There's a Saturn and what else? The astronaut, a Saturn. I don't remember. There's like two other pieces, characters that you can make, and then you hang them. You can string them up and stuff. So yeah, I mean the difference. The more you do it, the better you get, the better you learn how much to stuff it and how to keep your stitches more even. And yeah, I'm enjoying it very much. Anna was playing with them today, so she's enjoying it too. And on that note, I'm going to finish this guy tonight while we chat. I was making this for my friend Angel. So I'm going to try and finish it up. Deb says you can crochet almost anything. So I am wanting to teach myself how to crochet flowers. I would like to make flower bouquets and then sell them. Like once I have a whole bouquet together, I could post them up on our merch site for sale. And if people want to purchase them for gifts for whatever, Mother's Day or birthdays or whatever, then they would be up there for sale. So I do want to do that. So that is coming down the pipeline. All right, I'm going to work on the horn while I talk to you all. Rita, you saw the eclipse. How much percentage of coverage did you have? We did not go outside. We had really not much for cover in the way of coverage here. It just looked like basically a storm coming in. Kind of got a little bit dark out. All right, so the horn is made with the pink yarn. Oops, 92% in Rhode Island, Darcy. That's pretty good. It's better than we had. All right, so I have to do 3 in a magic loop. I think you were making a blanket. I haven't started. I'm going to make a baby blanket for my buddy. They just found out that, or I don't know if they just found out, but they just told everyone that they're pregnant. And so I am going to be making a baby blanket. I haven't started on it yet. I need to go to the store and get the yarn for it. I know which pattern I'm making. I just need to acquire the yarn and get started, but I have time. I have time for that. So we're doing 3 stitches into a magic loop to start this horn. So there they are. 1, 2, 3. Debbie, you had a full solar eclipse in central Indiana. That's amazing. Yeah, I've heard that it's a pretty awesome experience if you get to experience the whole thing. So very cool that you got to do that. Okay. I'm going to do 3 increase stitches in these first 3 stitches that I made. This is going to be a very short and small piece because it's just the horn. Stacy, you were taking a nap when the eclipse was happening? That's okay. Mariella Paris had 4 minutes and 12 seconds of totality with clear weather. Did you get to see it? All right, so increased stitches are just two stitches in the same hole. There's 1. 2. Lisa, you watched it on TV. Yeah, I think a lot of people probably did that. I didn't really watch any like coverage of, what it was like in different places. I'll have to go, maybe I'll go back on YouTube after I get off this live and look for some live streams or some reports to see. Karen says, what size hook do you use, if I may ask? So this is a 4. That's what pretty much all the Woobles kits, at least all the Woobles kits I've done so far, call for a 4 millimeter. You saw it all. That's awesome, Mariela. I'm really glad you had that experience. And they say it's like a once in a lifetime experience. So, all right. And then we're going to do 2 rounds of 6 regular stitches just to make it a little bit bigger. Chelsea, you were shocked how well you could see it in Ohio. Yeah, I think it was supposed to be really good in most of Ohio. Like Ohio was definitely in the path. Did anybody go to where it was like really crazy, where there were like tons and tons and tons of people that came into town and see all of the chaos? Did anybody do that kind of experience today? Rita says, where I live in Texas, it started a bit after 10 and was totally completely finished by 3. Total eclipse was at 1:40. Yeah, that sounds about the same timeline that we had for the little bit that we got to see anyway. Or that the little bit that we got of it, I should say. We didn't actually go out and look at it. We didn't have glasses either, so. Carrie, you went to Hawaii in February 20. Was there an eclipse then? I have 2 more stitches and then this horn will be done. I think I'm going to have to work with the shape of the tip a little bit. Doesn't look very horny. It's adult time. I can say it if I want to. My husband's in here chiding me for being inappropriate. All right. So it says invisible fasten off, leaving a long tail. Use the yarn tail to sew it to the head. So we're going to do that. Oh, you know what, babe? Hold on. I think I should. See, they're laughing. They're laughing. They think it's funny. My husband doesn't think I'm funny. He gets embarrassed. Will you do me a favor, baby? Would you please go grab my needle container? So you can see it doesn't, whoops, you can't see because I'm holding it off screen. It doesn't quite look, it doesn't quite have the same shape. So I need to, oh, actually, oh, you know what? We'll do it that way. Maybe that's what's intended. Once I get it finished off, it'll be more pointy on that end than the other end. So then, yes, that'll work. Darcy, Nana, you were right up my alley. I can be highly inappropriate in adult company. I have a good sense of humor. Erin just gets very demure in mixed company. Me, not so much. I'm like, I am who I am, and I'm goofing around, and if you can't handle it, then you know what? It's not for you. Stacey, you got your Mighty Network supporter mug. Thank you. Love it. Having some coffee now. That's cool. We got the new mugs and water bottles that are being replaced. We got them last week, at the end of last week, and we approved them. So those replacements are going to be going out. We're waiting on the hoodie and t-shirts and tote bags so we can just double check them and make sure they look exactly the way we want them to look before those replacements get sent out. And then this whole merch debacle will finally be put to bed. Everyone will get their replacements, and moving on, I'm not going to actually be selling that product line anymore. I don't want to. It's ruined for me now. So if you got a piece of the Badge of Honor merch before the bottom fell out, it's exclusive. It will never be sold again. But we will continue selling the Mighty merch with the blue heart, because that stuff looked awesome from the get-go. And then they were telling us on the sub live tonight that we should create some new merch related to Austin coming down to visit. I don't know if that's going to happen, but it was a funny. Yeah, I don't think we have time, but it's a nice thought. All right, I'm going to tuck this up and away. I've figured out how to kind of, like I said, embellish some of the things and make adjustments and make corrections, and really get things to look the way I want them to look. And there's a lot of stuff that I've had to redo quite a few times. Just take it apart and redo it until you get what you want. And Kathy, you have arrived. Very good. Lisa says, did everyone have a good day? It's been a pretty good day. We had a good dinner. We made like these Mediterranean burgers and some fries and a nice kind of Greek Mediterranean-ish kind of salad.
Dolmas.
What?
Dolmas.
And dolmas. Yeah, it's good. Got very full. Erin made the burgers more like meatloaf cakes, and they were very, very heavy and filling, like much more than a burger would be. This looks like he has a face now. Look at that. Looks like he has a face. What do they call that when you see faces and things?
Pareidolia.
Doesn't it mean you're crazy?
No, it's just trying to matrix things out of patterns and finds faces and things and patterns and clouds and.
It might be a little crazy. I always see faces and things. Okay. All right, dude. Where's your horn gonna go? If I put it between your eyes, that makes you a whole different kind of creature, I think. I think it has to go on top of your head. The top of the head, exactly where the magic loop is. Because it is the magic horn. It is magically... Say it, baby. Horny. He won't do it. He's shaking his head disapprovingly. Let's see. Cheryl says, I found out that my niece's best friend and her husband are expecting their first child after trying for 15 years? Whoa, Cheryl. That is one heck of an accomplishment. My goodness. 15 years. I can't even imagine. Wow. They earned that one. My goodness. I hope that everything goes really well with the pregnancy. That's wild. That's a lifetime of trying in pregnancy years. All right. You're very wobbly and bubbly. I think I'm going to try to... I'm going to come back out this hole here. Oops. And I'm going to go across the bottom of this to try and stabilize it a little more. Otherwise, it's just going to be wobbling all over the place. It's not going to make sense. I don't know if this is going to end up being good enough to give to my friend. This is like an early piece when he's got all kinds of big gaping holes in his exterior. There, see? It's more stable now. Right? Much more stable than it was. What did I miss, Karen? I'm seeing condolences. I didn't see the comment. There we go. Oh, Karen, I'm sorry for your loss. I'm really sorry. All right, where is this coming out? Jeez. Did it Yeah, I'm sorry. I lost my aunt recently, so I understand. She had Parkinson's, and she was 77. And they were not. I asked my dad. I said, "Were you guys like expecting? Was she kind of deteriorating?" And he said, "No, they had no idea." So I'm really sorry you're going through that too. Regina, thank you so much for the super sticker. And my heart goes out to your family because it's a lot to deal with. Oh. All right. There we go. That's done. Next step. Let's see. Next is going to be the arms. So we're going to go back to using the white yarn. Karen, your magic circle turned into a dollhouse rug. The magic circles are tough. It took me months to start feeling more confident about them. And I still have to redo them frequently. Karen, he lived a good life. I worry about my aunt. She's 97 and they were married 72 years. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's totally understandable. She is does she have help? Is she living with someone, or yeah, that'll be a lot for the family to work out, huh? Thank you, Tina, for the super sticker. Yeah, thanks, Karen. It's just, like you start to realize things are changing and it's gonna be a thing now. You know what I mean? So it's hard on the family. My dad, I don't know where your uncle was in as far as your family dynamic. My dad is one of 7. He lost a brother when they were in their early 20s. So it's been the 6 of them all this time. And my Aunt Donna was the oldest. So it's just kind of like a beginning of something. You know what I mean? Yeah, Tina says 72 years. That's unheard of. That's quite an accomplishment. That's amazing. It's really amazing. Well, even just, 97 years old too is huge. Oh, your cousin lives with her. Very good. And you go over and help out. Oh, well, that's good. That's good. I hope you continue to get some good time with her. Sending hugs. All right. What am I doing? I'm not making a magic loop. I am slip stitch joining the yarn to the side of the body between rounds 11 and 12. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So somewhere around here in line with the eyeballs. We're going to go like this. And we're going to pull this through. Whoops. We're not going to pull it through because it's going to fall off the hook. Try again. There we go. And I'm going to do slip stitch like that. And then we're going to do a chain of 3. Your uncle would have been 96 next month. I mean, that's a hell of a run, you know? That's very, I don't know what you call it. I don't want admirable doesn't sound quite right, but I don't expect to make it to 96. Karen, your mom's one aunt made it to 100. I mean, it's unreal, man. Aaron's gramps made it. How old was he?
100.
100 exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's something, you know? That's really something. And you imagine how much they saw in their lifetime, how much changed. Think about how much has changed just in our lifetime. And then think about how much has changed in their lifetime. It's mind-boggling. All right, we're going to go back here. We're going to do a couple of little stitches. One. Your mother-in-law made it to 104?
Nice.
Wow, Jean, that's wild. Carol says, my last surviving aunt, my dad's sister, is 99. She's the youngest. Hold on. My dad would have been 108 this August. Regina's aunt will be 96 in May. Stacy's grandmother passed just shy of her 102nd birthday.
Wow.
Cheryl says both sets of grandparents made it into their 90s.
That's awesome.
Deb's mom is 99 and her birthday is in October. Oh, Deb, I'm pulling for you guys. That's amazing. Are you going to do a big, like, 100th birthday blowout bash? Like, gosh, if anything deserves a party, it's making it to 100. Oh, Sally, I'm so sorry. Backache is the worst. I had 2 hospital stays last week with lupus and fibro. I wasn't sure if it was kidney related. Yeah. You know, sometimes when my back acts up, I worry. I worry that it might be a kidney thing, but I'm so sorry. I hope you're feeling better. Hey, Elaine. Karen, you had a party and you brought her flowers. Oh, that's great. Jody, are you having trouble getting your shots? You know, they were out of stock for a couple of weeks, and so I was supposed to switch 2 weeks ago to the 7.5 because I had done 2 months of 5, and when it was time to switch, it was right when they went out of stock. Like, they literally, my prescription went through from the doctor on Friday, and they went out of stock that weekend. And so I wasn't able to get the 7.5. So what I did was I got a box of 5 and stayed on the 5 because I wanted to keep it in my system. And so I've done 2 shots of 5, that third month round of 5, and had the 7.5 sitting there. It came into stock today, and I purchased it, and it'll be here Wednesday in time for my 3rd shot. So I'm going to start my 7.5 Wednesday, and I'll have 2 shots of 5 left in the refrigerator to sit on in case there's another shortage or something, or I, get in a situation where I need to use them. I'll have them. They're good for like a year, I believe, from what I saw. So yeah, I was able to finally get them, but they were out of stock for the last couple weeks. My parents are in their early 80s. Men do not look their age at all. You'd be like, no way, their birth certificate must be a lie. That's good. They're good genetics. Deb, yeah, you got to do something special for sure. Joyce, you're 90, working on 91.
Excellent.
You keep going. Karen, how do I send you the elephant diamond dot painting? A picture of it, you mean? You can send it to me through private message on Mighty Networks, and I will post it in the ZenZone space. Kathy says both my grandmothers were 102 and 103 when they passed. That's amazing. You guys have so many family members that have made it so far. It's impressive. You guys all have good genetics going on. Jody, where am I getting them in Florida? The shots, I don't get them in Florida. I order them directly from Lily Direct. I'm with the Lily Direct pharmacy online. So they ship them to me overnight. Paul, you can't get your 7.5. Well, Lily Direct has it if you can transfer your script. But I have heard that if you're a new patient trying to start up scripts with them, it can take 2 to 3 weeks to become established to get it from them. But I think if Lily Direct has it back in stock and I was able to get it, they should be shipping some out. So it might not be a huge batch, but keep an eye out because, it'll take like the next couple days to get where they're going. But keep checking. Tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Keep checking this week. Your local pharmacies, call around. Somebody is sure to get some in stock from this batch that just came in today. All right. Slip stitch in the stitch where you made the join from the front of the body to the back. Both yarn tails should be coming out the same hole. All right. I have to go in here. Hold on, guys. I can't look. I have to go in here and do a slip stitch like this. Come on. Well, Joyce, you think people are living longer nowadays? Yeah, I think they do live longer all the time, but I think it just depends on, I don't know. Sometimes you hear about people who are like, I smoked my whole life and I'm made it into my 90s. I don't know. Who knows, but okay, how do I finish this? I've got a slip stitch. Fast enough. Oh, okay. All right. Yes, I did it. That's an arm. That's a little arm right there. Hold on. Let me finish it. New medical advances are helping. Yeah. Lots of medicines. Tie them together and hide them. Rena, your father-in-law made it to 101 and drove until 6 weeks before he passed. Wow. I can't imagine. My grandma, my dad's mom, she was driving, I think, into her at least late 80s, if not early 90s. But in her case, it wasn't necessarily a good thing. I think they took a little too long to say, hey, look, this isn't going to work anymore. She had macular degeneration. And there was one time she was coming, I guess, leaving my parents' house, and I was going to my parents' house, and she almost T-boned me right there in our local neighborhood. And I told my dad, I said, I think you need to have a talk with your siblings about grandma driving, because
How soon after that did they?
I'm not sure, but it was like, really, my own grandmother
Was taken out by own grandma.
Almost ran me over. I just got ran over by my grandma. Carol, your mom was 90 when she smoked her last cigarette. ended up in the hospital with a broken hip from a fall, and they discovered a mass on her gallbladder, and she passed a week later. Wow, Carol. Isn't that just... I'm sorry for your loss. I've heard of things like that happening where, you're like, what? My dad, my mom, everything was fine. I was just with them. And like something else entirely unrelated will happen. And they go into the hospital for that, find something else, and then, yeah, like you said, poof, they're gone. It's just wild. Why does my unicorn have arms, though? I'm not really understanding that part. But that's what they say I have to do. So I'm going to do another one. Michael, how are you? Did you have any eclipse activity today, Michael? Or is it too far? I don't know.
Too far north.
I don't know where that line fell across your part of town. All right, we got to do 3. 1, 2, 3. Front legs, not arms. Stacy. There's some seriously short front legs. The dino has little arms, but that part I understand because it's like little T-Rex arms. The unicorn, it just seems frivolous. Michael, you saw a little bit, but it was cloudy. Thank you, Sally. I feel like I'm fumbling through this side. It's awkward holding it from this way. So Aaron and I had been going through This Is Us and watching it for the last few weeks. We started it back in 2021 and we just now finished it. So we finally finished the whole series. It was sad. The second to last episode, I felt like, was far more sad than the actual last episode. But it's over now. I think I did that backwards somehow. And they don't even look the same. See, this is what happens with these arms. They're just like some weird flippers. They don't even look the same. And now this one's on the wrong side. Suzanne, that's why he's bipedal. His front legs are too short. Not everyone's born the same. Did you guys see that the Davidson Young Scholars or the Davidson Institute posted a story about Anna this morning on Instagram? It's really cool with Anna's quote from her interview. I did not know that was happening. It just popped up on my Instagram. I was like, oh, very nice. It was very nice of them. Actually, maybe it wasn't a story. Maybe it was an actual post because I was able to comment on it.
I think it was a post.
He can be friends with stilts. Yes. Okay, pull this through. Maybe. It was very cool. If you guys didn't see it, I could share it with you real quick once I get this. There we go. Once I get this done. I must have done something different. This one is so much more skinny than the other. Suzanne says, I was watching that last season of This Is Us just after my dad passed from dementia. And when my mom's dementia was getting worse, and it was intense for sure. Yeah, I can imagine. It's very, very detailed and graphic in nature in that regard. You think it was good for you? Well, that's good. Rebecca, you saw that on Instagram. Yeah, let me see if I can find it. I'll show you guys. Should be able to get to it from our story because I reposted it in our stories. There we go. All right, let me show you this. I'm going to share my screen for a sec. See that? They posted that. Isn't that cool? That was very, very neat of them to take that from her interview and highlight her like that. I mean, this is an international program that, supports profoundly gifted youth and their families all over the world. And they're posting about my baby. Very cool. All right. This says blue yarn. We're not doing blue yarn. We're doing rainbow. We're doing rainbow mane. I'll leave that up for a minute so everybody gets a chance to read it. I don't know if you guys see the what they wrote about her on the side there. Start 4 stitches in a magic loop. Okay. Yeah, it was posted by them. You can see if you look at the name of the page that posted it up at the top here. It's the Davidson Institute. So let's see if we go. There we go. If we go to their page, you can see it here. So yeah, that'll be on their Instagram for, I guess, forever. It's pretty cool. Anyway, just proud mama moment. All right, so I'm starting on the mane. This is the rainbow yarn that it came with. I don't really, this is an interesting rainbow color to me. To me, it's like very 70s rainbow with the greens and the oranges and the reds the way they are. But we're going to start 4 stitches in a magic loop. Magic loop. Two, 3, It's still very warm in here, babe.
Well, I mean, it
It's
depends
still
on
like
the
80
lot.
degrees. I don't know why it's not cooling off. All right, and we've got 4 stitches, and how it is a magic loop. See? You just hopped on, see people commenting about the eclipse. I loved it. It was cloudy. Couldn't see the sun, but total darkness at 3:22 for 2 minutes. So cool. You love the colors, Karen? All right, so now that I have my 4 magic loop, now I'm going to do the 4 increase stitches, which is just 2 stitches in each hole going around the circle. This is usually how pretty much everything begins. Now, see, this is one thing that I'll go back and fix. Do you see how loose it is on the right side compared to the left side? What happens if I pull it through like this is I end up with this really big stitch that's bigger than the rest, and I don't like that. So I'll actually go back, tighten it down around my hook a little better, and try again. And this time you can see it's more even. There we go. 1, 2. I just learned how to do this. I literally learned how to crochet for the first time in January. So I've only been doing this what? 3 months? Is that real? Yeah, because the first thing I ever made was the tiger for Aaron for his birthday. So I've only been crocheting for 3 months. So I'm still very much learning. Yeah. Looks like a little rainbow. Let's see. Did my comment with the link to the site get removed? I can't see it now. Oh, if you posted it in here, it probably did. All of my comments on the interview, everything where I put any kind of link to our website, to our YouTube channel or anything, they removed all of them. YouTube just dumped them. And even I ended up editing the pinned comment to add a link, and it ended up removing the pinned comment on the interview. So it's like almost no one has found our channel from that interview. That interview is it at 1 million now? It's just about to hit 1 million views, which is insane for the amount of time it's been up. It's at 994,000 views. And we have gained about 1,500 new followers on our YouTube from a video that's had almost 1 million views. It's really crazy. Yeah, I think they don't like links. That's what Chris said. He said they don't like it. It's the same thing as Facebook would do, or they don't They don't like it. They won't show it to anyone if it has a link directing people off of their site. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
Even though it was directing to their site, just another page on.
Yeah, even though it was, I don't know, just a heavy spam filter. And we're going to do single stitch increase stitch times 4. So go in. That's 1. Yeah, there have been some new people that have found us, like I said, about 1,500
out of a million.
and they've been checking out the videos and getting to know us, and some of them have even shown up in the community space already, which is super cool. So Kathy says Anna did so well with her rug hooking the other day. I know. Were you on the sub? Did you see the sub live, Kathy? It was just, I mean, I was worried at first that she was going to dig her heels in, because you could tell she was really nervous about doing it. She just felt like it was going to be too hard for her. You could tell. And I was like, dude, come on. Like, you can do this. And I just kept, trying to give her ideas of, and keep trying it, and it'll get easier as you go. And sure enough, she worked it out.
Tell her what she did today.
What she
with her Spanish teacher.
What she did today with her Spanish teacher?
Yeah. She told her Spanish teacher about what she had done with the latch thing.
Oh yeah, you know the story better than I do.
So she brought it over to the computer to show her Spanish teacher after the class ended, and then she actually showed her teacher, like, she did like 1 or 2 little stitches, and it wasn't taped down. She had lifted it off the table where it's taped down, so she did it without it even being taped down.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So she could do it anywhere, basically.
Yeah, I think it's pretty impressive with her challenges and sometimes limitations, what she figures out how to do. All right, so now we have to go around and just do single stitches, 12 of them. I'm on number 3. But since we're making the mane, it's going to be a long tube that's going to get sewn onto the head. This is 4. So we have to do rounds 4 through 23 of just 12 stitches around every time. That's how many rows is that? It's like 20 rows, 19, 20 rows. So I'm just going to keep going round and round. Round and round and round. Hello, Penny. Good night, James. Sleep well. Say good night to Laura. All right, so that's row 4. Aaron, I am making a mane. I'm making, you see this back piece here? The back of the mane? That's what I'm working on right now. So I'm working on finishing up this unicorn that I stalled out at because I wasn't working on it for so long. I'm trying to finish it up. So right now I'm working on the back part, the mane. Mary, your dad is 89 and will be 90 this year. That's awesome. Aaron, your dad just turned how old?
80.
80. My dad just turned 70 last year. He's 71 this year. Definitely in the home stretch with our parents. It's super important that we figure out a way, especially with our parents being on different parts of the country, to get some time with them. We got to figure out a way to get out to visit Aaron's mom. And then hopefully we can either go to his dad's or they can come back out here sometime in the next year. We might need to go there, huh? They're gonna have a hard time with traveling for too long. But Hawaii is an expensive trip.
We would have a place to stay.
Yes, we would have a place to stay. We just have to work out the airline costs and all of that good stuff. Is there anything we would need to worry about with Gemelli? Because you said, but that's for moving. Maybe it's different for service dogs.
You just have to get the paperwork from one of those travel different states.
Yeah, we haven't flown. None of us have flown since, well, the last time Aaron was on a plane was 2021. Anna and I have not flown since pre-pandemic, so that'll be something, we've been kind of baby stepping back into, but still trying not to get ourselves into a stupid situation where we get
That's where you still
sick.
can really get sick. I mean, even without getting COVID, I mean, how many times do you remember, like, even before COVID, people would be like, oh, I was on an airplane, then I got a cold. Or
Well, you know what? That's the thing, though. Anna and I have always masked on airplanes, even long before COVID was a thing, long before. Like, we started masking on airplanes when she was 7 months old, when we started traveling for her medical care. And that was back in 2016. So it's been customary for us I've always gotten on the plane and wiped down the entire area with a Clorox wipe. Always kept masks on the entire time. Always, drank through a straw from underneath the mask, because whenever we traveled, it was for her medical care and usually related to a surgery. And if you get sick, if you even get a cold right before surgery, they cancel the surgery, and you can't plan a big expensive trip surrounding a surgery and take time off of work and purchase Airbnb and flight and everything, and then have the surgery get canceled because you were irresponsible and got sick on the plane right before the surgery, So we've always masked up on airplanes, so we'll definitely continue to do that. It's just, the longer the flight.
Right. And there would be transfers,
Mm-hmm.
because we'd probably stop somewhere like Chicago or Dallas or something.
Yeah.
unless it's a direct flight to Los Angeles or San Francisco, and then
Isn't that what they did?
Yeah, but then from there you got to go from mainland to Hawaii.
Right.
So there's going to be at least one transfer.
Right. Yeah. We're gonna do it at some point. So I think Austin's coming back. So we've become more and more, like Austin will still spend a few days making sure he didn't pick anything up, but he'll be fully masked coming in as well, and he will not break that the whole way down. I know he won't. He was good about it last time. He'll be good about it this time. And like when Aaron's parents came last year, they did the same. Made sure they didn't get sick. So we're just, but we've been spending time with people locally that, my mom and Ella and her family, and that have been coming from just community interaction. We've been going into stores and establishments here and there.
If they're bigger.
If there's enough
AC circulation.
Air circulation and they're not fully packed with people. We've been, doing that, and I think we're gonna eat inside for the first time in a few weeks, which we have been avoiding that, but we're going to a place that is very big, also big open air, and the tables aren't super close together, so fingers crossed there aren't any people in there coughing and sneezing everywhere. It's scary. And people come in from all over the place and get in one room together. That's when things go awry. Just trying to do the best we can while still having some more sense of normalcy back in our lives. Does my mom like to crochet? My mother does not know how to crochet. I think my mom's mother used to crochet, or maybe she was a knitter. She did some kind of crafting later in life. She made some quilts and stuff. And my dad's mom, grandmother, she was definitely a crocheter. She crocheted my whole life. She tried to teach me when I was like 10 or 11 or something. I just never really quite got the hang of it. Yes, Cheryl, I would much rather, either look silly or, make people give us dirty looks and stuff than be sick again. I have no desire to be sick again. It was terrible.
You're still getting over it.
Yeah, it's getting better now. It's been how many months? We were sick back in September, right?
Yeah.
So October, November, December, January, February, March. It's been 7 months, and I'm just starting to really get some stamina back in my lung capacity. As long as I don't, really exert myself. But it's still like if I laugh too hard or I cough too hard, I start to black out. Like I still don't have, I don't know that I'll ever be at 100% again.
That's unfortunate.
It definitely did some damage. This looks like a beehive, like an upside down little beehive right now. This is not what I would consider, what I would picture as a mane. Even in the picture, it looks odd to me. I think I'm gonna hang out for about another 15 minutes, and then I'll probably go and finish the rest of this after the live. My back is starting to feel a little bit of discomfort from sitting in the chair, and I don't want to push it to the point where I can't go live again for a length of time. So, but I will probably, if I don't get back on tomorrow, I will definitely be on Wednesday night. I think I'm going to color next time I'm on and do some coloring. Haven't done that in a while. I miss it. Penny, you back? Everything okay? Storm blowing by? I know, Karen. It'd be nice. It'd be nice to get the unicorn done so I can finally move on to something else. Chris, you blacked out when you were really sick with a cold. You were in the bathroom. Next thing you knew, you woke up in the tub. Yikes. Aaron did the same thing. It wasn't sick with a, what were you, why did you pass out again? Sugar? Yeah.
I stood up too fast when I was laying down on the bed.
Yeah. It's not good. Not good stuff.
Hitting my head against the wall.
Yeah, he got up too fast. His sugar was not right. He passed out and hit his head on the wall and got a concussion from it. It's no bueno. Yes, Michael, I need to do heating pad when I get off of here to calm it down. Oh, Allison. Good to see you. We didn't have much of an eclipse to look at here, so we didn't get to see it, but it's okay. Aaron, the pattern you can get from you can purchase the kit from Woobles, the Woobles company. The Billy the Unicorn kit. I don't know if they have the rainbow unicorns anymore, but they should have, I think they should have their regular Billy unicorns, and they have a blue mane. Like it's just a solid blue. I gotta count my rows here and see where I'm at. Probably, I think I'm about halfway, maybe. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. About halfway. Regina, the diamond art, you find it hard at times? Is it difficult with a particular, like a larger size, or is it just difficult because sometimes it's harder to perform the function than other times? I would think it's probably the same, can be the same as crocheting. Sometimes my hands start to hurt I get a little crampy or stiff. So sometimes it's fine. Other times it's like, this is not good right now. Lisa, it's not the most comfortable chair. It's a computer chair, but what are you gonna do? I don't find any chairs comfortable, honestly. I sit on the couch. After a while it starts to hurt my hips, and I sit in the chair here, and after a while it starts to hurt my back. And if I sleep in the bed, after a while it starts to hurt my hips, and if I sleep on the couch, after a while it starts to hurt my back. Or no, other way around, sorry. Bed hurts my back, couch hurts my hips. It's just, no, that's not right. Bed hurts my hips. But the couch makes my back better.
Yeah, bed makes your back hurt, right? I don't know.
Bed makes...
One's opposite of the other, that's all I know.
I have to rotate back and forth between the bed and the couch is the point. In order to keep my body happy, I have to keep switching. Tina, did you get your friend's diamond art done? Wish we were all 21 again. I don't know if I wish I were 21 again. I think I would be happy with 30.
Maybe the health of a 21-year-old, not the brain.
Not the level of establishment.
Experience.
Yeah, I actually like being in my 40s. I like how established my life is. I like how far I've come. But yeah, definitely the health, the body could go the other way for sure. Just really in the last few years started changing so many ways. Regina says, you're all young. It's all relative, right, Regina? Michael says, as long as the chair leans back, it's a good chair. I haven't had a recliner in many years, and I miss it. I used to have a Lazy Boy recliner. It was nice. Tina, not at all. You're in over your head. Oh no. It's way more advanced. How is it advanced though? Isn't it just the same? Just keep putting the dots until it's done. Karen, you started having arthritis when you hit 40. Yeah, I'm 45 and definitely feel like the last 5 years things started deteriorating more quickly. Aches and pains and creaks and cracks and groans and this just seems so big around. I guess it's proportionate to the unicorn's head. Lisa, a friend of yours was in bed for weeks with a bad back, couldn't even go to the bathroom. Some days, and this is how bad my back was the last couple of weeks, I can understand how that would be possible because there were many days where all I had to do was step down on my right leg and I would literally yelp out in pain because it would just cause this ricochet of sharp pain through the lower right side of my back. It's very debilitating back issues. You finished? Did you really? The whole set?
Yeah, but now I've got to like weed out, just get the best of the best.
Oh, so now you have to go through each letter and.
Yeah, but at least now I can.
But they're organized. Congratulations. Aaron's been working on this for like the last, what, couple weeks?
Yeah.
Trying to get through his cards and get them sorted. And now he's got to pare it down. And then he'll have a full set of really good stuff. Regina, you've had 3 back surgeries. You know, I don't want to have back surgery. I don't know what your experience has been. I'd love to hear about it from you, but or maybe post it in the health and wellness chat over in the community space. I just know that everyone else I've talked to who has had any kind of back surgery has just had more like just negative experiences from it, from spinal fusions to releases, just all different things. I know people that have had different things done, and every single person I know that's had back surgery has regretted it, which is really sad. Aaron's still working on his cards. Yes, he's trying to get there. All right, where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oof, we still got a ways to go. I got to get to 23. Got eight more rounds. Allison, you've had a bulged disc for 6 months, and you'll do anything to try and fix it before surgery. Yeah, that's pretty much what I have gathered from my knowledge of everything. And I think that might be a problem. How do you know, Allison? Like, how do you know that it's a bulged disc and not a sore muscle, or you know what I mean? Because I fear that that's what is going on with me. It's been kind of the same problematic spot since like early 2022, since my back got all jacked up when we stayed in New York, right?
And then moving, and then like carrying on someone, I fell and I couldn't lift anything.
Yeah, but that hurt my neck. My back was messed up from that bed in New York, and it just has never been the same since. But when it really gets bad, like it has been the last couple weeks, it always seems to be the same spot of my lower back. Stacy says, I regret that I had a cervical fusion. They do an MRI. That's how they know. Allison had an MRI. So you can't just tell by the way it feels or by what's going on. They have to actually look at an MRI. I've just got so many other things going on right now that I need to deal with that I just don't, that's not even on the list yet. Like, I guess we've just been figuring, we'll see where I'm at after I've lost the weight. And if it's still a major issue, then start exploring what's causing it. And that's kind of been the plan since last year when I really lost my mobility. Oh, Tina, it's got 30 different colors. The canvas is really dark. Oh, I see. I see. You did get a light board yesterday? Well, hopefully that helps. Yeah, those dark colors are really difficult to do without a light board, for sure. I see what you mean about it being more advanced. Are you gonna still try and get it done for her, or you gonna see now that you have the light board how it goes? I know, Regina, you gotta do back exercises, you gotta do PT, and I do not have the capacity for that right now. I have to first, I gotta see an endocrinologist. I'm gonna go see a nutritionist to get a good um, meal plan together and continue taking these shots and getting my weight down to an acceptable level to help my body with both inflammation and wear and tear. And like I said, then if my back is still having issues, then we'll have to start that journey. Lisa, you're using a cane. I have been seriously considering getting a walker for the house. I was thinking about it last year. I almost pulled the trigger. And then I started on the shot in January and I started feeling better and I started feeling more confident. But man, these last couple of weeks, Aaron and I started talking about how it might be a worthwhile investment again. I mean, if nothing else, if I don't need it, I can always stick it in the garage and I'm sure we'll need it at some point anyway, but there were a couple times I felt pretty unstable just walking to the bathroom. It's just such a chunk of money. It's like 250 or I don't know. It seems like a lot to spend on something that I might only need here and there. I'm just kind of like, I'll just deal. Yeah, Lisa, if you're falling, definitely you need a walker. Need some more stability. You're going to injure yourself even worse from falling. Darlene, you have 2 torn discs, L4 and L5. After several steroid shots, they gave me a nerve ablation. They burnt the nerves. Did it help? 2 torn discs. Those are irreparable, correct? If I understand correctly, you can't repair your discs once. Walmart has walkers for $100. Well, probably not for plus size. I found that a lot of the walkers have a weight limit. So if you want the heavy duty one with the bigger seat that supports more weight, you got to pay more money. The cheaper ones aren't meant to support over like 225, 250 pounds. And they don't have a wider seat for sitting on. Tammy, what am I going to do after I get done with this one? I'm going to work on the strawberry next because she's super cute. How long is the unit? I know, Allison, it feels like it's never ending right now. I think I'm getting to the end of, it's supposed to be, I had to do up to row 23. I was getting close. I'll count after I'm done with this round. I think I said I had 8 more to do last time I checked, and I don't know that I've quite done 8. So I might still have a couple more. Jody, you just finished watching me make the 3D vase. I know. It was so frustrating, that one piece, but you know what, Jody? I got it after the live. I filed down the part of it that was too long, and it fit in. And so the whole vase is put together, every piece. It's been sitting over in my dining room with the cherry blossoms in it. It looks really nice. It really matches our space well. Very, very pleased with that vase. That was a good project. Now there's another one I want to get that also fits the space. So at some point I'll be doing another. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 3 more. I gotta do 3 more rounds. This is starting to look really obscene, babe.
What is that supposed to be?
It's supposed to be a horse's mane.
Oh. I see. That's what they're calling it.
Why? Why am I? This is not right. This is highly inappropriate. Why they do this to me? Awkward. My goodness. Three more rows, and then I got to do something to make it like tapers at the end. You can see it in the picture. I said I was gonna go, but here I am, still here, crocheting this
your life away.
thing. This thing.
You thing. People remember that.
I don't know.
But sure said, I don't know what.
Anna?
Yeah.
No.
How long?
When was she was like 5, right?
Yeah.
When she used to do
Yeah.
It's funny, her vocabulary for insults has expanded. She went from saying you thing, and now she says you weirdo.
Or okay, person.
That's her insult, person.
Yeah.
When did she start that one?
No, she did it longer than weirdo.
Interesting. I don't think I told you the other night when we were doing the audition together.
Mhm.
I was trying to get her into the right like frame of mind.
Yeah.
And I told her to say in her head,
Mhm.
what the heck?
Yeah.
And she was and she I didn't know that she was I couldn't tell that she was doing it. Like it wasn't visibly obvious that
Yeah.
she was doing it. And so I said, okay, I want you to say it out loud. And she's like, no. And I'm like, what do you mean? Just say what the heck out loud. And she's like, I'm not saying that. And I'm like, saying what? And she's like, that bad word. Like, yeah, it's heck. I said, it's okay. You could say heck. That's not a bad word.
That's funny. She won't even say like the placeholder.
The placeholder word,
the-
yeah.
The PG.
Yeah.
The G rated. You know what she also does now? When she said, like when she makes like an like she exclaims something or curses, she says like sparkling unicorn stuff or something.
I heard her do that the other day. It's like her version of suffering succotash.
Yeah.
She's sparkle unicorn.
Yeah. It's like fiddlesticks.
Yeah. That's really funny.
Jumping Jehoshaphat.
She's so funny.
Leaping lizards.
Blasted badoogies.
Blistering blue barnacles.
All right. This is the last round. Takes us to row 23. I feel like I'm crocheting a snuggie for a male.
Oh, please don't.
Here, put this on. It'll keep it warm. Does it not look?
Crying out loud.
Does it not look like a sweater?
Just stop. Stop it.
Little rainbow sweater.
You just stop that.
Little rainbow sneaker sweater. Go on your slinky sneaker.
Oh boy.
Okay. Couple more stitches. Ta-da! I made it to the end.
Dude it.
But just let me see. Can I see that?
Which one?
The black.
This?
Yes. Thank you. See? It looks like, you know what it looks like? Hold on. No, listen. Seriously. It reminds me of that worm. Do you remember the book? The book when we were kids that had the worm guy? What was his name? Yeah, he was a worm.
Why do you do this?
Do you guys remember what book I'm talking about?
Why are you doing this?
The green worm. What was his name? What was that book? Somebody knows. Somebody knows what I'm talking about. Hello, my baby. Hello. Oh my gosh. Now it's going to bother me. I'm not going to remember what that book is. Yes, the Richard Scarry books. Yeah, do you remember the Richard Scarry worm? Aaron, tell me you know what I'm talking about.
Probably if you showed me a picture of it,
I will show you.
Oh, yeah.
I'll show you. I'll show everybody. Hold on. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Lowly Worm. That was his name. Why was his name Lowly Worm? Lowly? Lowly. Here, look. Look. See? That guy. You remember?
Vaguely.
You don't remember him? These are some of my favorite books growing up. He's cool. I like him.
Your friend.
He was weird because he only has one leg and one shoe, and he's just a worm.
What else with shoes is a worm?
I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, what do we have to do now?
Calm it down.
Fast enough. Maybe the long tail. Curl. How do I curl the closed end of the mane? Wait, how do I do that? How do? Fasten off, leaving long tail. Did that. That's here. That's now. That's done. Curl the closed end? Just have to manually curl it? What? Like how? Oh, I see. But how do I get it to stay like that? What is this craziness happening right now? Oh, I don't understand. They want me to do this. They want me to do this. But then how does it stay? Seems very, very suspicious. All right. Looks right. And lightly stuff the rest. Do not put stuffing in the curled part. I'm assuming at some point it's going to have me put some stitches in there to get that to stay. But right now they just want me to hold it and shove stuffing in the rest. Cheryl, please don't curl it. It'll need to see a doctor. Very happy horse. Michael.
Just end me.
Aaron's trying to melt into the floor. Why are you so afraid of adult jokes?
This is just, I don't know. We're mixed company.
He gets very uncomfortable. I think it's funny. Doesn't bother me. I don't mind. We're all adults here.
You signed up for this when you came here.
This is just getting worse and worse. Just getting worse. Okay. So then thread the needle and put a whip stitch. What's a whip stitch? That's a first.
Gotta figure it out.
I've never seen that before. A whip stitch. Whip it good. Thread a needle and whip stitch. Anybody know what a whip stitch is? Anybody know how to whip it? Whip it good? Keep the needle threaded with the yarn tail and use it to sew the mane to the body, right behind the horn in the middle of the unicorn's back. Isn't it strange? It's a very strange mane indeed. Very strange. Okay, I have to Google this whip stitch because I don't know what to do. Whip stitch crochet. Oh, you just go around the edge? Oh. What? That's it? You just go around the edge and... Okay. Okay. I can do that. So you go like this. Oh, I'm losing it. I'm losing the edge. Just like that, eh? Get in there. Look at this nonsense. No, it's trying to come out now.
This
This is getting worse. This is getting worse. I'm not even doing this on purpose.
we need to just take the internet away from you.
I am the victim here. I am being victimized right now. This is not okay.
Turn it off.
Not okay.
Just go lay down.
Babe. I can't. I can't breathe. I can't help. Please.
You're gonna black out.
I can't breathe. This is so not right. This is so not right now. This needs to go away. Get back in there. Oh my gosh, I can't. I can't even. I can't do this. Oh my gosh. I can't. Please go back. I know I've been asking you for help, but you're just sitting there judging me.
There's no. It really is.
Feet straight, my eyes. There's so many tears. I can't see. Help. You won't even help me. You're just leaving me out here.
Yeah, you're on your own. I don't know you.
I can't do it. Oh my gosh. This is
rip lady.
Oh no. Oh my gosh. I can't. I can't. I can't do this. This is. I think I'm gonna have to write Woobles a really stern letter. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got it. We got it under control. Okay, it's good. It's good. It's good. We're good. It's all good. Everybody's okay. Everybody's okay. We made it. Did it. Okay. Oh, okay.
Start again.
No, I'm okay. I got it. Oh my God. Why? Keep the needle threaded with the yarn tail. Use it to sew. Okay. All right. So this is now supposed to go here. Oh, geez. See, Karen couldn't breathe either.
Everybody's just going to pass out.
It's too much. It's just too much. It's just too much. All right. I think it needs to be down further because it's supposed to be like at the ground level. Like that, I suppose. Insert into the last stitch and pull out. What? Insert into the last stitch and pull out a few rounds below, just behind the main. The last stitch that attaches the main to the body. What? What is happening? I don't get it. Insert the needle into the last stitch that attaches the main to the body. Huh? Wait a minute. I didn't do ears. Why do I see ears? Am I supposed to do ears? So I'm supposed to do ears already? Arms, head, horn, bangs. The ears are like last, dude. Why are you showing me ears? Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Do I really need these instructions? Can you just tell me to sew it to the body and be done with it? Pull out a few stitches to the right. This is literally 6 steps of just insert, pull out. And when you reach the curled part, insert through all the layers and secure it. Yeah, it's just sew it to the thing. That's all you got to say. Just do the thing and sew it to the thing. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do it. Sew it. Yeah. Right here. Allison says he won't talk about it, much less touch it. Yeah, what help, baby? You didn't even help me in my time of need.
I think you had it under control.
You're just gonna let me pass out.
That would have been pretty interesting for folks.
Really nice.
You're welcome. Should have got the little that air air thing for if you're choking. What was that thing? That little pump. That emergency thing.
An inhaler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Suzanne says, of course it is. Insert, pull out something about banks. Oh dear. Inside, we're all just still 12. Chris had to use her inhaler.
Everybody's just healing over. This nonsense.
It's funny. Ugh. So this has been the way with most of the sewing of the Woobles. Anything that involves sewing, it's just kind of like feel it out, do it the best you can. There's not really, I mean, they do give you some instruction, but for some reason I find the sewing instruction to be challenging. So I usually just do it my own way until I feel like it's where it needs to be. It doesn't really say anything about, oh, here. Yeah, when you reach the curled part, insert through all the layers to secure it. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So we're just going to make it stay like that. Man, this is tricky. I feel like I could have done this part first, honestly. Would have been easier. And sometimes it's really hard to push on the end of the needle because it's pointy. Ah! Go. Come on. Get. Let's go. Get. There we go. Got it. Okay. There. So yeah, it all kind of ends up being whatever you make it. And as long as it does the job, it doesn't really matter. I don't think. Looks weird, huh? All right, I'm going to finish this, tuck the tail in there. And push it all the way back up through just to hide the rest of the tail inside of it. I think that's pretty good. Pretty good. So now when I do the bangs, now this part looks like it comes like it goes into the back like that, like it kind of flattens out. Although you can't really see it because it's hidden behind the ears. But I can't imagine it's supposed to look like that on top. Just like this platform. And the bangs seem to go in front of the ears. And they're much more delicate. So I feel like regardless of what they end up saying, I kind of want to take some of the yarn and pull this in like that. That makes sense to me. And I don't have enough left here to do that, so I have to just use some of this and do it on my own. But yeah, then we'll add the bangs and the ears. And then there's just some little bit of pink to make it look like blush under the eye. Just a little pink line. And it'll be all done. So I'm going to stop there with you guys. I'm going to finish it up on my own. I'll post a picture of the finished product. But I think that was the hard part. Can't give up. I'm done. I'm done. I can't. I did not mean that. I'm done. We're done. That's it. We're done for tonight. Oh, you guys. On that note. Have a good night. Everybody have a great night. I will talk to you guys next time. if I don't get locked in a dungeon by my husband. Bye.